Today we're taking a look at the Joube tree, or Zizyphus jujuba. This is a tree that's been used in China for many years. It's sometimes called the Chinese date, and it's also used in Chinese medicine as well as being a great fruit. This is a young tree, and it's a grafted variety. When you purchase your tree, it's going to be growing in a container like this, or you may have purchased one that's bare rooted. Container grown trees are probably the way to go, and we would suggest that you leave the young trees in the container over the first summer to allow the root system to establish well. For good growth, the Joube tree needs to be grown in a sunny position in a humus-rich and well-drained soil. You'll find that once it's established, it's reasonably drought tolerant, and it is a vigorous tree. You can see the graft here. One thing you will find with Joube trees is that they do send out suckers. These are the suckers here, and you can simply rip them out. It is a deciduous tree. The foliage is green and glossy and lasts really well right through summer. It's also a tree that has small thorns on it, and you can see the thorns there. So watch out when you're handling it or pruning it, because the thorns are actually quite sharp. With this particular tree, it's a variety called Li, which is one of the more popular varieties, and this is a 2-year-old grafted tree. You can already see that it's starting to set flowers. The flowers are small, almost insignificant, however, they are quite fragrant. After the flowers, the fruit begins to form. And if you have a 1 or 2-year-old tree, like we're showing you here, we would suggest that you remove most of the fruit. Leave 3 or 4 fruit on the tree so that you can taste them. Remove the rest, and this will allow the tree to grow a little bit more quickly. As we said, these are a vigorous tree, and they will need to be pruned if you're going to keep them at a manageable height. If you don't prune them, they can easily get to 5 to even 7 metres tall. And if you're looking for fruit, it's probably not what you really need. The main trick to pruning is not to let this central leader get too tall. What you're trying to encourage is these side growths to grow outwards and preferably downwards a little bit. And you can do this by bending them down and attaching a weight to it, and this is going to encourage the tree to grow in a way in which they'll produce more fruit. So there you have it, our top tips for growing a Joube tree. There are many varieties available. They do differ in sweetness and in the texture of the fruit. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more information on a whole range of fruit trees as well as many other garden plants.